Hari Shishi Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Ju ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishimar Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Guru-dāsa ki jai. Jai. And for those of you who are in the West, I think it's still his disappearance day. So, Tadiya Shubha Tirobhav Titi ki jai. Nitya Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishimar Bhaktivedānta Vaman Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Tadiya Shubha Avirbhav Titi ki jai. Nitya Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishimar Bhaktivedānta Trivikram Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupara Shatara Shata Shishimar Srila Bhaktivedānta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupara Ashatara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupara Ashatara Shata Shishimar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Maha Bhagavat Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath, Shri Jeev Gopal Bhattadasa Raghunath, Shard Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Shri Surup Damodar Rai Ramanandari, Shri Gaur Parsha the Vrinda ki jai. Namachay Shri Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shiksheta Mandala, Gora Mandala, Vraja Mandala, Mathura Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Sarva Abhishta Pradata Giriraj Maharaj ki jai. Shri Radha Kunda Shama Kunda ki jai. Shri Muna Devi Ganga Devi ki jai. Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai. Shri Bhakti Devi ki jai. Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya ki jai. Shri Gopeshwar Mahadev ki jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams, everybody. Hari Bo Sumukhi Didi. And let's see on YouTube and Facebook. I see there's Raseshwari Mataji and two other devotees. If you write a comment, I'll see who you are. Dandavat pranams, everybody. So, maybe because Narihari Prabhu and Bhavatarani Mataji and Kishore Prabhu and none of them are here. And I was thinking this session we could do glorifications of Srila Gurudev, but since they like none of my god brothers or god sisters are here for this session, I think maybe we can just read something, and then if when they come, then I can ask them to make their glorification. So don't really have anything planned for the session, but maybe we could read this article from it's called Guru-dāsa. Let's see. Where is it? Guru-dāsa. Yeah, let's read this article. This is, one second, let me just bring it up. Page 23. Let's go to page 23. Okay, here it is. Okay. So Guru-dāsa by Shishimar Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja. These are excerpts from a lecture that he delivered on May 7th, 8th, and 9th in 1991.
Haribol Prabhu, we're here.
Oh, you're here. Oh, okay.
Yes. It wouldn't let us open and tell you.
Yeah, it was weird. I went through another channel. I don't remember.
Oh, I think you're using remember I changed the link on YouTube
Yeah.
Okay, so you went to the old link.
So
Okay.
I could hear you, but I couldn't get the mic.
Okay.
Something. And so now we have a Shure mic that plugs into the phone. But when I did this, I couldn't hear you. I don't know what the deal is.
Oh, I know the reason why. It's because It's because it's like you put the thing, the whatever, you plug it into where you put the headphones in. And so then,
Yes.
like, when you plug in headphones, it goes off. So it does the same thing when you plug in a mic. So
Oh,
maybe like right before you start, then you can plug it in and then
okay.
it will go to the mic and then you won't be able to hear me, but that's fine because you're just going to be
All
singing
right.
it.
Can we do a test just to hello right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let me try this. Haribol, Haribol. Say something
Yeah.
like
Hare
Clear.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Oh, now we can hear you. Can you
Oh, you
talk?
can hear me also.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear
Can you
you.
hear us?
Yes, but the audio doesn't sound that much different.
Oh, bummer. Now in this mic, how do I? And the short, where's the noise cancellation, or what do I do to?
I turned it off on my phone, but on my Zoom, but not on yours.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Cancellation.
in that video I showed you. You go and you open up Zoom, and then on the bottom right corner, there's something that says more with 3 dots over it. So you click on that, and then you go to meetings, and then right there. I sent a video on to
Yeah, and I did
Bhagavatam
it on
Mataji's.
my Zoom, but not on his.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
so you'll have to do that on Nari Hari Prabhu's on his phone.
Okay, well, okay,
Sorry.
I guess
No
we'll
problem.
have to.
Maybe
do it.
it would be, maybe that might be it. Like maybe we can read for now, and then you can
Yeah.
get all set up, and then we can end with the kirtan. And I think it's nice to end with the kirtan anyway. So
Okay.
Sounds great.
and
Okay.
end your glorification. Yeah. All right.
All right.
I'm gonna
Hari.
and you can let me know afterwards if you're having any trouble.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm just seeing Sumukhi Didi's comment here right now. You just got initiated last week. Wow, congratulations. Hari bol. Very nice. Let's see if there's anybody there. Oh, Hari bol, Mahi Bharata Prabhu. Dandavat pranams.
Jai Mahārāja Prabhu, Haribol, Dandavad.
Okay, so we're reading this article, Guru-dāsa. This is a class that Gurudev gave at Keshavji Gaudiya Math in Mathura, 1991, May. 3 days. Shri Narad Goswami, Uddhavji, and Gopakumar were having a discussion, and Naraji became overwhelmed with bliss as he offered his respects to Krishna's pastimes, remembering each pastime and uttering its name. He thus mentioned Venugit, wherein the gopis are glorifying Giriraj Govardhan with the verse Hantayam Adrir Abala Haridasa Varya, and that's Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 21, 18. So Narad became overwhelmed with bliss, remembering each pastime, and he mentioned Venugit. Okay. For some days now, we have been discussing this, especially the insights of our Goswamis, of Sri Jiva Goswami and Srila Vishwanath Chakrabarti Thakur. We've been discussing the insights of our Goswamis that arose in their hearts by the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu alone is the root of these conceptions. If he had not come, and if he had not infused their hearts with inspiration, then such understandings would have not been revealed in this world. This is why Gaudiya Vaishnavas, before commencing any activity of bhakti, be it studying Srimad Bhagavatam, discussing Nitya Lila, or reading any other grantha, are sure to propitiate Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and accepts the shelter of his feet. Srila Sanatana Goswami or Srila Rupa Goswami, or any of the Vaishnavas in their guidance, are always sure to glorify Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in one way or another and express their gratitude before proceeding. Those who do not embrace a sense of indebtedness to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are simply not Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Hari Das Savarya, the best of the servants of Hari. Other people may very well regard Giriraj-ji to be Bhagavan and view worship of him as the worship of Radha, Krishna, or others. However, in our sampradaya, he is seen only as Hari-dāsa Varya, because there can be nothing more authoritative than the words of the gopis, especially when among the gopis, it is from Srimati Radhaji herself, from her own lips, that we find this statement. There's in the Govardhan Vaspartana Dashakam by Raghunath Das Goswami, it says, Shri Radhika Vaktara Chandrat. It's, I think, the, I don't know, 10th verse, 9th verse, I think, or 8th or 9th verse. And in that verse, Srimati Radhika, she says, Raghunath Das Goswami is saying that Srimati Radhika is the one who's speaking this verse, Hantayam Addir Abala Haridasa Varya, from Venugit. And that's where she says, she says that Giriraj is Haridasa Varya. So following Srimati Radhika, we also say that Giriraj, you are the best servant of Shri Hari. Oh Giriraj, your sweet title, Haridasa Varya, issued forth from the moon-like face of Srimati Radhika. Yeah, it's verse 8. I was right. Okay. Should Radhika say one thing and Krishna another, we will accept what Radhika says. Krishna is sometimes unreliable. Sometimes he'll tell people to their face what they want to hear. If there are two gopis, he'll meet one and tell her she is most beloved. Then he'll see the other gopi and tell her that it is she who is truly his favorite. What he says to Rukmini, he'll say to Satyabhama. He will tell everyone what they want to hear. This is why Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that we do not trust the words of people who live in Mathura. We do not trust that part of Krishna who lives in Mathura, but we have full conviction in Srimati Radhika ji, and what she says, what she has said, was issued forth from her lips, that Giriraj is Haridasa Varya. This is why we regard Giriraj to be the greatest servant of Hari. And Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he makes that point that we do not trust the words of people who live in Mathura. He mentioned that in his Sarartha Varshini commentary of Bhagavad Gita 1865. Okay. Oh, Haribo, Vangshriwala Prabhu, and Sudevi Didi. Hare Krishna. Once, when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was residing in Puri, a Vaishnava from Vraj, gave Mahaprabhu a small necklace of gunja berries and also a shila of Giriraj-ji. Mahaprabhu was very delighted to receive that shila, so much so that he could not decide whether to keep it on his head or rest it on his eyelids, whether to keep it inside in his heart or outside. Nor could he decide what to do with it. Should I bathe it with ocean water, or should I ask for some Ganga water from Sri Paramananda Puri's well and bathe it with that, or with my tears? He could barely determine where to keep it, how to worship it. He did serve it, seeing Giriraj to be Krishna and the Gunja necklace to be Radha. He would pick 8 tulsi manjaris, each with a beautiful soft bud in the center and 2 soft leaves, and offer some water. He served with bhav. Just by seeing Giriraj, he would be reminded of all that transpired at Govardhan Giri. He would remember the gopis. He would remember everything. For him, bhav seva was natural. For us presently, bhav seva is very, very difficult. After some days, he gave the shila to Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, for he saw, oh, he is a worthy boy. And he told him exactly how to worship it. He said, you are a Nishkinchan Vaishnav. You do not have the money to make a golden altar, to build a temple, to provide Raj Bhog offerings and Chapan Bhog. Chapan Bhog, that's 65 preparations, 10 or however many times daily. All this is not possible for you. You should just offer these 8 tulsi manjaris and water. Render bhav seva. That was Śrīla Raghunatha Goswāmī, though, not who is completely renounced. We are not renounced like Raghunatha Goswāmī, so we should use our wealth and everything to serve Giriraj nicely. But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu served Giriraj in his own mood. But how did Śrīla Raghunatha Goswāmī serve? He served Giriraj as one who gives prem for Radha and Krishna. He has written somewhere, or perhaps Śrīla Rupa Goswāmī has written, that in Vrindavan, there are two personalities who can give prem for Radha and Krishna. Giriraj Govardhanji and Yamunaji. Both are mentioned as those who grant such prem. This was how he served Giriraj, and it is this form that is beneficial for us, worshipping Giriraj as Hari-dāsa Varya, the best of Sri Hari servants. If someone sees Krishna himself as Giriraj, then it is somewhat problematic. Krishna cannot give himself fully to anyone because he does not belong to himself. Krishna does not belong to himself. Everything that was his body and belongings, he gave to Srimati-ji. He has nothing left to give. That is why, if these personalities, such as Giriraj and Yamuna, are inclined to give something, they have the power to give him in his entirety. Krishna cannot give himself fully, but they have the power to give him in his entirety. Hari Bol Pradyumna Prabhu and Mantramurti Mataji. It is for this reason that this mode of service is mentioned in our Sampradaya. Hence, we too shall serve Giriraj in this manner as he who grants prem for Radha and Krishna. By serving him, one can attain that prem. He is the giver. Nirupari karunena Shri Shachinandanena Tvaika patishatotpi Tvatpriyenarpitosmi. The causelessly merciful Shri Shachinandan, who is most dear to you, has offered me to you, O Giriraj. I am kapat, I am deceitful. But whatever I am yours. So please accept me. Nijanakatani vasam, dehi govardhanatam. Giriraj accepts even our kapatata, our deceitfulness. If we submit our everything at his feet, he will surely bestow Krishna prem upon us. And suppose we do think that Krishna is Giriraj-ji. Does Krishna mean more to us, or does Srimati-ji? Who is the object of our worship? Now, Raghunath Das Goswami's Manashiksha says, Madisha natatve Rajavipina chandram Rajavane Shwarim tang natatve. The moon of Raja's forest, Krishna, is the lord of the life of my mistress, who is the goddess of Raja's forest. Radhaji is our Aradhya, our worshipful deity. We aim to please her, do we not? By pleasing her, everyone will be pleased. This is why the topic of Hari-dāsa Varya is mentioned. That is our objective. Hare Krishna Shubhananta Prabhu. But to become Hari-dāsa Varya, there are some prerequisites. We must look to the light, to that which is not darkness. Tamaso ma jyotir gamaya. Don't go to the darkness. Sleep, laziness, madness, what are these? They are darkness. Jyotir gamaya. Go towards the light. Harikatha is the light. Before becoming the servant of Hari, there are some other endeavors we must make. First, we become liberated. Age hoy mukti tabe sarva bandhanash, tabe she hoite pare Shri Krishner das. First, liberation occurs, and all bondage is destroyed. Then one can become the servant of Shri Krishna. That's from Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya Khanda 17:106. And even upon becoming Shri Krishna's servant, his das, still something remains to be done. Although everything is implied here, becoming Krishna's das, Radha's das, etc., it is a general statement. Just saying Krishna's servant does leave something wanting. Haribol Shubhananda Prabhu. We're reading right now a class that my Gurudev gave in 1991, May 1991. The title of it's Guru-dāsa. But let me just reread this section just because this is leading to the whole next part of the article. So I just want to really understand it. Okay. So first we become, let me just reread this. Before becoming the servant of Hari, there are some other endeavors we must make. First, we become liberated. Age hoy mukti, tabe sarva bandhanash, tabe she hoite pare, Shri Krishna das. First, liberation occurs and all bondage is destroyed. Then one can become a servant of Shri Krishna. It's from Chaitanya Bhagavat. And even upon becoming Shri Krishna's servant, still something remains to be done. Although everything is implied here, becoming Krishna's das, Radha's das, etc., it is a general statement. Just saying Krishna's servant does leave something wanting. Okay, sorry, I needed to really get the flow. Maya das, servant of the illusory energy. To properly understand this matter, we will have to come down the line somewhat. We will have to descend. To where? First is Maya das, servant of the material energy. All the people of the world are Maya das. How is it that they are Maya das? Krishna bhuli shei jeev anadi bahirmukh ataeva maya tare dea sangsara dukh. Having forgotten Krishna, the living entity has been averse to him since time immemorial. And so Maya inflicts upon him the sufferings of material existence. That's Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 21:17. And Pishachi paila jeno mati channa hoy, Maya grasta jiver hoy, she bhav udoy. When the witch catches him, his awareness is covered. The state of conditioned existence then arises for the soul thus gripped by illusion. Kabu raja, kabu praja, kabu viprashudra, kabu dukhi, kabu sukhi, kabu kirta kudra. Sometimes he is a king, sometimes a citizen, sometimes a priest, and other times a laborer. Sometimes he is happy, sometimes sad. Sometimes he is a small bug. That's from Prem Vivarta, chapter 6, verses 3 and 5. Brahmanda Brahmite Kon Bhagyavan Jeev Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Beach. Wandering throughout the universe, a fortunate soul, by the grace of Guru and Krishna, obtains the seed of the vine of devotion. Mali hoya kore she bij aropan, Shravana kirtana jale koroye sechan. Becoming a gardener, he plants that seed and irrigates it with the water of hearing and chanting. It's Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, chapter 19. These are Mahaprabhu's instructions to Rupa Gosvāmī, verse 151, 152. Nowhere else is there such a beautiful description of this process, be it in Srimad Bhagavatam, the Vedas, or the Upanishads. If you want to read something about bhakti, then you must read Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. To understand Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Shat Sandarbhas are absolutely necessary. And to understand the Shat Sandarbhas, we also need to obtain the mercy of Srila Sanatana Goswami's Brihad Bhagavatamrita and Srila Rupa Goswami's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and Ujjvala Nilamani. Otherwise, we will not be able to understand these books at all. In addition, to explain all of these books, we have the writings of Srila Bhaktivedānta Thakur, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Srila Jiva Goswami, and others. Ours is a huge and weighty fortune, but at least we have to come in contact with this dhara, or current, this line of thought. If not today, then maybe tomorrow. We will have to become immersed in it. Just how immensely fortunate are we? So first of all, we are Maya das. Right now we are Maya das. What does Maya das mean? Servitude to Maya entails that our consciousness is engrossed in this body and all that pertains to it. Wealth, followers, children, family, all the objects of our attachment, all that there is in this samsara. As long as we are entrapped here, all of this will surely remain with us in one form or another. When the soul receives the mercy of Sadhu and Guru, or Krishna and Guru, Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij, he begins to rise somewhat. When he rose above being a servant of Maya, he developed some sukriti, some spiritual merit. Then he had some association with sadhus, obtained the mercy of Guru, and now he has become Guru-dāsa. Okay, so he went from being Maya-dāsa, now he's become Guru-dāsa. The first stage is Guru-dāsa. What can he attain beyond the material energy? What can he attain beyond the material energy if he is a servant of Maya? Whatever one may try to do, if it is without Guru, one will not be successful. Hence, one has to become Guru-dāsa. But now there are different types of Guru-dāsa. There's not just one type of Guru-dāsa. First is Shishya Briva. Wait, Briva, it should be Bruva. It means so-called disciple. That's a mistake. Anyways, that will have to be fixed. First is Shishya Bruva, one who is a disciple only in name, just as there are Brahman Buruvas, so-called Brahmanas. After that, there's Tamasic Das, or a disciple in the mode of ignorance. Then comes Rajasic Das, a disciple in the mode of passion, after which comes the Sattvic Das, a disciple in the mode of goodness. These disciples are the Kanishtas and Madhyamas. Beyond them is the Nirguna Das, a disciple who is beyond the modes. This kind of disciple, the Nirguna Das, is referred to as Uttama, and after this, there is something else. The living entity will then become Krishna Das, a servant of Krishna. Okay, so now my Gurudev is going to go through all these different types of Das. Shishya Bruva, Brahman Bruva, Tamasic Das, Rajasic Das, Sattvic Das, and Nirguna Das. He'll give examples for each one of these. So. Oh, Haribol Ganga Mataji. Dandavat Pranam. To understand this topic, first understand what Shishya Bruva is. He is not a servant of Guru, but he says he is. Guru Bruva, being a guru in name only, is also mentioned. He does not have any real qualities of a guru, but he pretends to, and to gain physical and worldly pleasures, he makes disciples. That is a Guru Bruva. Okay, so Bruva means in name only, a so-called guru, so-called disciple. Someone who has no connection with the spiritual realm is called a Guru Bruva. A Shishya Bruva is one who does not have any real relationship with Guru, but because he wants to kill someone, or because he has a rivalry with someone, and is envious of someone, he duplicitously takes shelter of Guru, bringing with him his tamasic motives. Instead of serving Guru, he strives to achieve his own purposes, like a counterfeiter exchanging fake notes. I was reading in one of Prabhupada's articles how previously a guru, before giving initiation, would wait at least 1 year while examining the disciple. And the disciple would also wait and observe the guru. After this period, once they were both satisfied, having developed a mutual relationship of a spiritual nature, the guru would offer the disciple diksha, and the disciple would accept. That is why the problems that happen nowadays did not happen back then. Currently, the disciple quickly makes a decision, and so does the guru. This is not the correct procedure. It is a lifetime after lifetime relationship, not just a 1 or 2 lifetimes relationship. And it is on the basis of this relationship that Krishna Prem, or the position of Krishna Das, or any other spiritual thing is attained. Those who have a proper foundation will achieve those results. Ekalavya, the so-called disciple. Yeah, I see very commonly, like many people glorify Ekalavya as being, such a dedicated servant. He was without hesitation, he immediately gave his thumb to Dronacharya, right? But actually, we'll find out that he actually is not a real disciple. He's a so-called disciple. So, Ekalavya, the so-called disciple. Dronacharya was teaching Arjuna, Bhima, Nakula, Sahadev, Dharmaraj, Duryodhan, and his brothers. 100 Kaurava brothers and 5 Pandav, 100 Kaurav brothers and 5 Pandavas. Drona had 105 disciples. He taught all equally, but still he had more affection for Arjuna. Ekalavya, a hunter's son, could not tolerate Arjuna's prestige. He was the atheistic type, the jealous type. It was recommended that a guru should make sure that his disciples were from good families and not accept disciples from low-class families. If a disciple was not of a reputable character, if there was no certainty of his family heritage, what his conduct and beliefs were, or who his parents were, then he should not be given diksha. A guru must be discerning. I saw a similar thing in my time as a policeman employed by the government. They had a process of review before appointing a person. The CID, investigating agency, would come and look at your diary and see what your family was like, what your mother and father were like. They would investigate everything. So this Ekalavya came to Dronacharya and said, Mahārāja, Prabhu, Gurudev, from this day forth, I choose you as my teacher. Please teach me this Dhanush Vidya, this knowledge of archery. Hari Bol Vidya Lala Sadidi. Why do you want to learn archery? Drona asked. Ekalavya fell silent. Drona asked him several times, but he did not respond. All Ekalavya could think of was defeating Arjuna. He was friends with Duryodhan, just like Karna was. His heart was wicked. Guru can see the subtle body. Drona could tell his intentions were not honorable. He wants to take this knowledge from me, but with it, he is going to destroy the world. Sorry, he said, we do not have a place for you here. This is where we teach princes, those whose backgrounds and characters are familiar to us. We do not teach anyone else. He thus dismissed Ekalavya, who left feeling much aggrieved. He went into the forest and made a deity of Dronacharya, and he started taking lessons from that deity. Sometime later, when the prince's education had progressed, Drona took them into the forest one day to test them, to see who had learned what and how well. As they reached the forest, a dog started to bark at them loudly. Suddenly, its barking stopped completely. Why did it stop? They wondered. Let's go and see. They saw that the dog's mouth was full of arrows, but there was not a single scratch on its mouth. Who could have shot these arrows so perfectly as to not injure the dog at all, and yet stop its barking? They thought. They estimated the direction that the arrows had come from and searched a short distance till they came upon a dark-skinned youth, a rugged character standing there with a bow and arrow. As soon as the youth saw Dronacharya, he bowed down before him. Who are you? Drona asked. I am Ekalavya, he replied. You shot these arrows? Drona asked. Yes, I shot them. You are very talented. Who did you learn from? Who is your guru? At this, he paid Drona full prostrated obeisances and said, You are my guru. I never taught you, said Drona. Look at this, he said. I have a deity of you here. I took lessons from this deity. Oh, so you are my disciple. Yes, said Ekalavya. Well, you have learned a lot, but you never offered any dakshina to your guru. Give me dakshina. Whatever you ask, I will give. This whole body is yours. Then cut off your right thumb and give it to me, Drona said. Ekalavya did not hesitate for even a second. He cut off his thumb and gave it to Drona, who simply took it. He did not say, Oh, you are such an exalted disciple. You gave me your thumb. There's no description of anything like that in Mahabharata. It just says he took the thumb and left, taking the 5 Pandavas with him. But it does say that as Drona returned from the forest, he was filled with dread. Why? This is the very sort of person I did not want to teach, he thought. And yet he learned all of these skills. This does not bode well. It will not bring good to the world. When that same Ekalavya grew up, prior to the Mahabharata war, he fought with Krishna, wanting to kill Krishna and the Pandavas. Krishna cut off his head with his Sudarshan chakra. Whose heads does Krishna cut off with his Sudarshan chakra? What kind of evil characters are they? Well, Ekalavya was one of them. Once one has offered oneself to Guru, then whatever Guru says, the disciple must do without a second thought. This is the duty of the disciple. Drona told him, I will not teach you, for you are not suitable. But Ekalavya insisted on learning. What Drona had said was said for a reason, for the good of the world, and Ekalavya disobeyed that instruction. Yeah, the disciple needs to understand the heart of Guru and do whatever he can to please Sri Guru. Ekalavya was not wanting to understand the heart of Dronacharya and do whatever would please Dronacharya. So that's not a disciple. Srila Prabhupada comments that those who are karma jada, engrossed in fruit of works, will view Ekalavya as the model Guru Sevak. Their intelligence has been ruined. Devoid of the capacity to make proper judgment, they see only the gross aspect of existence. They will not venture into the inner aspect, which is why they do not believe there is such a thing as spirit. This is the case of the Shishya Bhruva, the so-called disciple. Okay, so Ekalavya is the Shishya Bhruva. Now we come to Karna, the tamasic disciple. Now let us proceed to the tamasic sevak, or Guru-dāsa, a disciple in the mode of ignorance. Take Karna, for example. He saw how good an archer Arjuna was and was jealous of him. He ended up being humiliated in a contest in which he competed with Arjuna. At the end of the contest, Bhishma Pitamaha, he said to him, "You came here to prove yourself as equal to these royal princes. But first tell us what your lineage is. You have shown us your skill in competition with Arjuna, aiming as well as he does, shooting the eye of the fish. Whatever he did, you have done. Everyone is amazed. But since you have come to compete with him, tell us this. Whose son are you? These are the sons of Pandu, and these are the sons of Dhritarashtra. So whose son are you? Tell us the name of your mother and father." Karna could not say. "What? You do not know who your mother and father are?" "I am Radheya," he said. "My mother's name is Radha." "Oh, you are his son. You are his son, the person who drives the chariots?" "He is a Sutta Putra, one of a mixed caste. So you are also a Sutta Putra. A Sutta Putra has no right to compete with princes. Leave this place immediately." That is when Duryodhana stood up and gave Karna his crown, saying, "He is the king of Angadesh and my best friend. You must respect his place here among us." But in front of Bhishma Pitamaha, none of this worked, and Karna, embarrassed, left. Where did he go? He went to Parshuram to defeat even Bhishma. He went to Parshuram. To defeat even Bhishma, I have to learn from his guru, he thought. Parshuram asked him, "Whose son are you? What caste are you from?" He said, "I am the son of a Brahmana." "Very well then," said Parshuram. Karna did not say that he was a Kshatriya, otherwise Parshuram would have reacted adversely. He told him that he was a son of a Brahmana. Rishis and Maharshis are very simple and straightforward. Parshuram believed him. Why would he lie? And he has come to learn knowledge of sacred weapons. He has come for a virtuous purpose. It is only right. It is only right to give him the knowledge he seeks. So Parshuram taught him everything, the Brahmastra and every other astra. Karna was about to complete his studies and leave his guru's ashram. It was just a few days before his return. One afternoon, the great sage put his head on Karna's lap and took a nap. It was the monsoon season, and an insect, a Vajrakita, climbed onto Karna's leg and bore into it, coming out the other side. A stream of blood gushed from his leg, but Karna did not move. The blood touched Parshuram's head. Feeling something warm, he woke up. What is this? He saw blood everywhere. Where did all this blood come from? This insect bore into your leg, and you did not say a word? No, he said, I did not want to disturb you. You could not possibly be a Brahmana, said Parshuram. You are definitely a Kshatriya. Brahmanas do not have such tolerance to pain. A Brahmana would surely have woken me up. Tell me the truth, otherwise I will curse you right now. Whose son are you? I am a Sutaputra, he told him. Why didn't you tell me this before? And why did you want to learn weaponry? Tell me the truth. To defeat Arjuna. You did not tell me this to begin with. You are not a real disciple. You lied to me. Go. Because you lied to me, when the time comes that you really need this knowledge, you will forget everything you have learned. Until then, yes, you may have use of it. Just as you have treated me, hiding the truth, I will treat you. As one surrenders unto me, I reciprocate in turn. In other words, keeping grudges and envy within the heart, is typical of the tamasic mentality. Karna is an example of one in the mode of ignorance serving Sri Guru. Let us proceed a step further to the Rajasic disciple. What is a Rajasic disciple? It refers to one who serves Guru to obtain pleasure, luxury, indulgence, a wife or a husband. In the discussion between Kapiladev and Devahuti, there is mention of a Rajasic, Tamasic, and Sattvic Bhakti. This gradation of the modes pertains to Bhakti. Depending on the mode of the practitioner, Bhakti is referred to by different names. In fact, Bhakti is of one kind only, actually. Really, if you say Bhakti, it just refers to Uttama Bhakti. Likewise, there's only one kind of Guru Sevak. But according to the various moods of devotion, individuals have, or what they are concerned with, they are given different names. Bhishma's enactment as a Rajasic disciple. Okay, so remember, Shishya Bhruva was Ekalavya, and now the Tamasic Shishya, Guru-dāsa is Karna, and now we come to Bhishma. He's the Rajasic disciple. Bhishma Pitamaha vowed that he would not marry. I will remain celibate my whole life. I will not accept the throne. However, to get his brother married, he won the 3 daughters of the king of Kashi, Amba, Ambalika, and Ambika, and he brought them back to Hastinapur. 2 of them married his brother, but the other refused and said, I will marry only you. It is you who won us, therefore I want to marry you. You must marry me. Bhishma, however, told her he could not marry her. She turned to everyone in the assembly for help, but none could help her. Bhishma was very formidable, very strong. So she went to his guru and began to weep pitifully. Why are you crying, daughter? Asked Parshuram. At that time, Bhishma was known as Devavrata. She said, Devavrata won me in the Swayamvar, a ceremony in which a woman selects her husband. She told him, and then he brought me to Hastinapur. But he brought me here to marry his brother. I want to marry him, yet he won't marry me. Please talk to him. When he won me, I gave him my garlands, and I will only marry the person I gave my garlands to." She was weeping profusely. Parshuram felt compassion for her. He summoned Bhishma, his disciple, and asked him, "Why won't you marry her? You won her, yes?" "Yes," said Bhishma. "Then why won't you marry her?" "Because I want her for my brother. I defeated everyone at the Swayamvar and abducted these princesses, but I did this for my brother." "I don't know anything about that," said Parshuram, "but if you want her, you should marry her." "But I made a vow to my father that I will not marry, that I will not take the kingdom. I made that vow in regard to the kingdom and marriage, so I will not marry her." "Then why did you go to the Swayamvar and take her away by force? Were you not thinking about your vows then? Who will take responsibility now?" Bhishma still refused. Parshuram insisted, "Either you marry her or you fight with me." When Bhishma heard this, he became so happy he had found a way out. I will fight you and die, but I will not marry." And so they fought. In the end, neither of them could win. Brahma and others had to come and mediate the truce. So Bhishma never married, but he did not obey his guru. Why? Did his justification have any spiritual merit? No. This type of person is the Rajasic disciple. Bhishma enacted this to exemplify a Rajasic disciple. Okay, now we come to Aruni and Upamanyu, the Sattvic disciples. We come to the Sattvic disciples. Oh, and Vidyalalasaditi, I don't actually know the significance of offering 8 manjaris. I have no idea. If anybody knows, I mean, I could like try to guess something, but I don't think there's anything authoritative. I mean, I don't know anything authoritative. If he was worshiping, like I was just thinking, like if he's worshiping, you know, no, is Mahaprabhu was worshiping Giriraj as Krishna and the Kunjamala as Srimati Radhika, right? And so then maybe the 8 manjaris could be like the 8 sakis or something like that, but that's just a total, like, just a total guess. I have no idea. So don't take that seriously what I just said. Okay, so Shishya Bhruv, Tamasic Shishya, Rajasic Shishya, and now we come to the Sattvic Shishya, the Sattvic disciple. In the Sattvic category are the examples of Aruni and Upamanyu. What did Aruni do? On the order of his guru's wife, amid torrential rain, in the middle of winter, in the freezing cold, he went to repair a broken dam in the field. His guru's wife had told him the flooding water was going to damage their home. So again and again, he kept trying to fix the dike, but it kept breaking. The flow of the water was very strong. He kept building up the dirt, but it kept getting washed away. Finally, he saw there was no option but to lay himself across the breach. Some water still escaped, but much less. He lay there like that all night. By morning, he was practically lifeless, freezing and covered in dirt. His guru came looking for him. "Aruni, where are you? Aruni?" In a faint voice, with all a dying man could muster, he called out weakly, "Guruji, I'm here." "Where?" "Over here." His guru came over and saw the state he was in. "Why are you lying here?" he asked. "I tried. I could not stop the water, so I lay down." His guru raised him up and embraced him to his chest, blessing him to have instant realization of all the Vedas and Vedanta. Aruni became a mantra drashta rishi, a sage and seer of the mantras. Upamanyu's case was somewhat similar. His guru told him, "Stop eating so much. I order you. You are getting so fat. Do you drink milk from the cows?" "Yes," said Upamanyu. After the calf drinks, then I drink what is left. Don't drink milk anymore, his guru said. Sometime later, his guru asked, You're still getting fat. Are you continuing to drink cow milk? No, I'm not. Then what are you eating? Well, when the cows are sitting down to chew their cud, there's some foam that forms on there's some foam that forms on their mouth. I take this foam and eat that. What? You're eating foam from the mouth of cows? From tomorrow, don't do that anymore. Yes, as you command, said Upamanyu. The next day, he did not eat anything. He was so hungry, he ended up eating some leaves from a plant, but the leaves made him blind, and he fell into a well. In the evening, the cows returned from the pasturing grounds. The guru and his wife noticed that the cows had returned, but that Upamanyu had not. Where did he go? They wondered. His guru went out looking for him. Where are you, Upamanyu? Where are you? As he was searching everywhere, night fell. Finally, the guru heard him calling from the well. Guruji, I fell in the well. How did you fall in? Wait, hold on. He brought a rope and hauled him out of the well. How did you fall in? You told me not to drink milk, so I stopped doing so. Then you told me not to eat the foam from the cow's mouths, so I stopped doing that. But I was so hungry, I picked some leaves from a plant that were leaking a sap resembling milk, and drank a few drops. But that sap made me blind. You followed my orders. You did not eat. You did exactly what I said. May all the Vedas and Upanishads manifest to you. Thus he was blessed with Vedic knowledge, and his eyes were also healed. But what is Veda? What does Vedic knowledge mean here? The Vedas are comprised of 3 divisions. Evam trai dharmam anuprappanna gatagatam kama kama labhante. Thus, following the 3 divisions of Vedic knowledge, they attain repeated birth and death, pursuing their desires. That's from Gita 9:21. Once they enjoy the heavenly planets, they have to come back to this world. The 3 divisions of the Vedas are centered around calm. The 3 divisions of Vedas centered around calm. They are centered around calm, and they are for those who are sakam, who have desires for worldly happiness. Hence, these 2, Upamanyu and Aruni, are referred to as sattvic, because their aim and object isn't something nirgun. It's yeah. Now let us proceed somewhat higher. Here we enter the Bhagavatam. This is where Nirgun Bhakti, or the example of Nirgun-das, begins. Up to now, we have discussed the sattvic, rajasic, tamasic, and dhruv categories of disciples. The Srimad Bhagavatam describes how Sudama and Krishna, on the order of their Guruvi, that's the wife of their guru, Sandipani Muni, went into the jungle to collect wood. It started to rain. It was winter too. All night they stood there, holding their bundle of wood on their heads. They did not return to the ashram. When morning arrived, Sandipani Muni came with a lamp looking for them. Are, Krishna, Sudama, where are you? All night they had been standing there getting soaked, but holding the bundle on their heads. Who did so? Krishna himself, with Sudama. When their guru found them, he asked, "Why didn't you come back?" It was raining, they said. We didn't know which way to go, which way was flooded and which was not. Water filled all directions. You could have set the bundle down and found your way. If we had set the bundle down, the wood would have gotten fully soaked, and then how would Gurvi be able to cook? If it's a bit wet, it can still be used. But had we set the wood down, it would have gotten waterlogged. We had to keep it on our heads. I see, their guru replied. And he blessed them with knowledge of all the 64 arts. These arts are still considered part of the Vedic knowledge. but they are spiritual. Krishna is in this story to show the importance of Guru Seva, is he not? The two of them did not consider their own personal gain or loss. They only acted to serve their Guru. This is an example of Nirguna-dāsa. Sudama's bhakti is Nirguna, and he attained bhakti for Nārāyaṇa, meaning for Krishna as Dwarkadish. He obtained great wealth, but also utter detachment from it, as well as a special anurag, attachment to Krishna. The prayers of Sri Bilvamangal Thakur. Now, having reached the Nirguna stage, let us proceed a bit further, for we still have not found our abhishta, our cherished objective. Hence, we proceed to this verse. Chintamanir jayati somagirir gurur me, shiksha guruscha bhagavan shiki picha moli, yat pada kalpataru pallava shekareshu, lila swayam vararasam labate jayashri. What kind of Guru-dāsa is the author of this verse? Shri Bilvamangal Thakur refers to Chintamani as his guru. Which guru? The guru that showed him the path. Anyone who shows us the path to enlightenment, no matter who they may be, even if they are a prostitute, is to be honored as guru, as our Pata Pradarshak or Vartma Pradarshak guru. It is not possible for us to repay those who have shown us the path. They were inspired by Krishna himself to send us here to the society of Vaishnavas. So we are indebted to them, to anyone who might have helped us spiritually prior to establishing a relationship with our Guru. Gratitude is synonymous with Vaishnavism. Okay, gratitude is synonymous with Vaishnavism. Those who have no sense of gratitude have not the slightest trace of the quality of a Vaishnava in them. First, Sri Bilvamangal Thakur pays his respects to Chintamani, the prostitute, then to his Diksha Guru, Somagiri, and last of all, he pays obeisances to his Shiksha Guru, Shiki Picha Moli, Krishna, who wears a peacock feather on his head. Krishna was the one who, as Chaita Guru and as Shiksha Guru, inspired him in his heart, who roused all of the moods of Krishna Karnamrita within him. Shri Bilvamangal gives more emphasis to Shiksha Guru here, because his Shiksha Guru is Krishna himself. Still, in this world especially, we are indebted to Diksha Guru. How else do we make a connection with Krishna? Even if Krishna himself is the Shiksha Guru, we still have to give our respects to our Diksha Guru. If we are so indebted to our Vartma Pradarshak Guru, are we not indebted to the person who has given us Diksha? We cannot honor our Pat Pradarshak Guru and then not honor our Diksha Guru. These two, Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru, are to be regarded as Krishna's Roop and Swarup. We regard Diksha Guru as Krishna's Roop, and we regard Shiksha Guru as Krishna's Swarup. One should not think that one is less than the other. Sometimes the Diksha Guru is more exalted in terms of personal qualification, and sometimes Shiksha Guru can also be more exalted. For example, we have our Diksha Guru, but if we think of Krishna as our Shiksha Guru, then who is more exalted? If we think of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as our Shiksha Guru, then who is superior? And if Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī is our Diksha Guru, then what? One cannot neglect Diksha Guru. There is a saying in Bengali. It says, be like a cow climbing over the trough to get to the grass. Sorry. Wait, let me read that. Oh, don't be like a cow climbing over the trough to get to the grass. You will injure yourself. This should not happen. In other words, we have to respect both equally, but always Diksha Guru first, even if Shiksha Guru is in fact superior. Yeah, we always first give our, like when you're doing Jai Dvani, or you're offering pranam, you're offering flowers, always first you give to your Diksha Guru. Sometimes in the realm of bhajan, Shiksha Guru becomes more influential than the Diksha Guru, as in the case of Shyamananda Prabhu or Dukhi Krishnadas, as he was known. He sought some advice from his guru, Hriday Chaitanya, who told him to go to Vrindavan and take shelter of Śrīla Jiva Gosvāmī. There he studied the scriptures under the tutelage of Śrīla Jiva Gosvāmī and developed one-pointed devotion for Srimati Radhaji. But he gave each of his gurus, Hriday Chaitanya and Śrīla Jiva Gosvāmī, the respect they deserved. This is how it should be. Otherwise, we will be ruined. With our Shiksha Guru, the relationship is somewhat like Raganuga. It's more natural and spontaneous. There are many things we cannot say or ask our Diksha Guru, who is like a father. We feel some shyness, some hesitation, is it not? But our Shiksha Guru is like our father's younger brother, an uncle, or Chacha Guru, one might say. The things we cannot say to our Guru, we can express to him. We can interact with him more in a mood of equals. So Śrīla Rupa Goswami Ji is Shiksha Guru, and Śrīla Sanatana Goswami is Diksha Guru. If Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna are Shiksha Guru, then how should we interact with them? One second. Srimad Bhagavatam is also Shiksha Guru. It is said, Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tang Sajivam. I bow to the feet of Shri Guru and the Vaishnavas, Shri Rupa and his elder brother, Shri Sanatan, with their entourage of Shri Raghunathas, Shri Jiva, and others. After that, there are even more Shiksha Gurus mentioned. Sadvaitam, Savadutam, Parijana Sahitam, Krishna Chaitanya Devam, Shri Radha, Krishna Padan, Sahagana Lalita, Shri Vishakam Vitangscha. I bow down to Shri Advaita, Shri Nityananda, to Sriman Mahaprabhu and his associates, to Shri Radha and Krishna and their associates headed by Lalita and Vishaka. These are all Shiksha Gurus. In the realm of spiritual life, we must heed all of these details. The moods expressed in the prayers of Sri Bilvamangal Thakur are spiritual and immaculate. Even among that which is nirguna, this is uttam, this is topmost. But still, there's something lacking. Now we come to Śrīla Sanatana Goswami and Śrīla Rupa Goswami. Now let us go to the time of Sriman Mahaprabhu. Bilva Mangal was from a previous era. Sriman Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. He did not make any disciples, did he? Still, Śrīla Rupa Goswami says, he is my Guru. And Śrīla Sanatana Goswami says, he is my Guru. The world says he is my Guru. The world says he is my Guru. They do they not? Yes, it is said quite often, and it's true to some extent. In Benares, he infused Śrīla Sanatana Goswami's heart with everything. Externally, Mahaprabhu gave him everything and inspired him Externally, he gave him everything and inspired him internally as well. As Chaita Guru, he inspired Śrīla Sanatana Goswami in his heart. Yet, he also gave him direct instructions. What is the Swarup of the Jiva? The Jiva is an eternal servant of Krishna. How to serve Krishna? What is our relationship with him? The kind of instructions he gave him on Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojan in 3 chapters of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita have not, to this day, ever been given anywhere in this world. Can there be any Guru greater than this? This is Guru Tattva, real Guru. Did even Sandipani Muni give this sort of instruction to Krishna? Did any of the gurus we mentioned earlier ever give this caliber of instruction? Hence, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the real Guru Tattva. And if anyone is to become the servant of such a Guru, then that person is the topmost Guru-dāsa. Even still, however, something remains to be said. Prior to this, in Prayag, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had given instructions to Śrīla Rupa Goswami. Therefore, how does Śrīla Rupa Goswami pray? He says, I was prompted to write Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu by his mercy. Hridi yasya preranaya pravartino ham varako rupo pi. Rupa Goswami says, I am a varak. Varak means what? It means insignificant. By whose mercy, by whose inspiration, I was engaged in writing books like Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and Ujjvala Nilamani. Who gives inspiration? Chaitya Guru gives inspiration. So he says, Rupa Goswami says, I bow to that Guru who is Krishna himself, advented as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Rupa Goswami also offers his obeisances to another Guru, Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad. He thought of Srila Sanatana Goswami as his direct Diksha Guru, so he writes a verse for him too. He says, Vishrama mandirataya tasya sanatam tanor madishasya. Sanatan is my worshipful master. I bow to him. Why? This Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is dear to Krishna, so it is like a temple for Srila Sanatana Goswami to take rest in. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhur Bhavatur Sadayam Pramodaya. It is for his delight that I have written this. Thus, both of these personalities and another, a third personality, Shri Kavi Karnapur, saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as their guru. What did Mahaprabhu give Kavi Karnapur? He gave him his toe. Mahaprabhu gave him his toe to suck on. And what did Kavi Karnapur produce? What book did he write? Ananda Vrindavan Champu. And at a very young age, as a small child, he composed such beautiful verses about Sri Radha and Krishna's love with every imaginable poetic embellishment, such that he had everyone biting on their fingers in sheer amazement. This was what that little boy that became Kavi Karnapur. This is called being a disciple. This is called being a disciple. But now, to conclude this topic, let us go just a little further. The service of Govinda. Sriman Mahaprabhu, during his final days, was living in Puri at the house of Kashishvar Pandit at the Gambhira, absorbed 24 hours a day in a state of bhav, of ecstasy. Who was serving him? Sri Govinda, and also a small boy, Gopal, who later became Gopal Guru. They were both serving him, but Govinda is better known. Sri Govinda, as Mahaprabhu's wish, was taking prasad to Srila Haridas Thakur every day, because Haridas Thakur would not come near the temple of Sri Jagannath. Sriman Mahaprabhu had relationships like this with those he loved, with those he had such affection for, and Govinda had a connection only with them. So those Sriman Mahaprabhu did not have any relationship with, Govinda too had no relationship. A disciple should be like this. Whoever has a relationship with his guru, whoever is dear to his guru, he has a relationship with that person. Govinda took care of everything in regard to Sriman Mahaprabhu. Who does the body of Mahaprabhu belong to? Govinda. One day, he went to serve Mahaprabhu to massage his feet, and Mahaprabhu was sleeping across the doorway. Deliberately. Sri Govinda draped a chadar around him, over him, to enter the room and do his service. So he put his chadar over Mahaprabhu, and then he stepped over the chadar. Mahaprabhu slept there like that for 2 hours, for 2 hours or so, on purpose. When he woke up and saw Govinda, he asked him, "Why didn't you go today to take prasad with Srila Haridas Thakur?" "I came in and there was no way to get out," Govinda said. "But how did you come in?" Mahaprabhu asked. "Prabhu," he replied, "to serve you, I placed a cloth, an uttariya, on your limbs and stepped over you to come in." "So why did you not go back the same way?" when I did that to come in, it was for the sake of your service. For my own service, how can I do the same? Just see what one must do to be a disciple. One has to give up any sort of concern one has to give up any sort of concern one has for oneself. For the service of one's guru, for one's worshipful master, one has to sacrifice all that one has. One has to give it all up, like tilanjali, oblations of sesame seeds. Even against one's own desires, one has to serve. Then it will be Guru Seva. Otherwise, one can cut one's name from the list of the servants. Otherwise, one can cut one's name from the list of servants of one's guru. This is how one should be, or else one will come into one of the categories we have discussed. Govinda's service is most remarkable. It is something beyond even praise, something we perhaps cannot even touch. What is that exactly? Govinda said, "Why do Ramananda Rai and Swarup Damodar come here even at night to see Mahaprabhu?" Govinda did not like them coming. Why? When they were not there, Mahaprabhu was somewhat peaceful. Whenever these two came, then all night he was weeping. Govinda is saying, they weep and make him weep. They don't sleep and they don't let him sleep. But Govinda cannot say anything to them. Govinda was hearing everything and hearing Mahaprabhu cry that made his heart cry too. What grand and weighty service is this? Until we reach that flow, that dhara, we cannot understand this kind of service. What glorious service is that? When a person's master is the foundation of his whole life, when a person is sad when his master is sad, and happy when he is happy, then such a person can render Guru Seva. This is what is meant by Hari-dāsa Varya. People like this can be called Hari-dāsa Varya. Therefore, we must know that Govinda is not inferior. He does not seem to have expertise in scripture. He displays neither oratory eloquence nor expertise in singing rags, raginis, alaps, etc. But we have to examine what kind of desire he has to serve Mahaprabhu in his heart and the mood with which he does so. Simply and spontaneously, he has shown us the ideal of service to Sriman Mahaprabhu. Even Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya had some doubt in regard to such a servant. He thought, why did Ishwar Puri accept this Shudra disciple? And how can you accept his service? So he asked that to Mahaprabhu. What will people say? And this was when Sarvabhauma had already gained a mood of bhakti. He asked this. Still, he asked this question. Mahaprabhu responded, my Ishwar, my master Shri Ishwar Puripad, ordered me to accept him. My guru is independent. The ordinances of the Vedas and Shastras have no control over him. Therefore, I had no further consideration in this regard. In this context, Mahaprabhu said, Gurur kinkar hoy manya apnar. One must revere the servant of Guru. That's from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila 10:142. If we wish to perform bhajan of Bhagavan, we must revere whoever is serving Guru. We are to honor even a dog that serves our Guru. Keep this mood. If for even one day a person has served our Guru, then we are indebted to him. Srila Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur has said, he who is a sevak of the Vaishnavas is the sevak of Guru. Without being the servant of all the Vaishnavas, we cannot be the sevak of Guru. We do not even know what Guru is. Does Bhagavan exist separately from his devotees? Is Guru separate from his sevaks? Guru is the foremost of the Vaishnavas. If someone is a genuine Guru sevak, he will surely be a Vaishnav sevak. Every genuine Vaishnava who is every genuine Vaishnava who is more advanced than oneself, who is a rasik and who knows Siddhanta, is to be regarded as Guru. The division is only here, as within Paratattva in Goloka Vrindavan. The division is only here, as within Paratattva in Goloka Vrindavan. There is no Guru Tattva. There, everyone is Sakhi Tattva or Sakha Tattva, Krishna's associates. Here, Śrīla Sanatana Goswami is Guru, and Śrīla Rupa Goswami is his disciple. There, they are all friends, although there is somewhat more regard for Rupa Manjari. Nothing faulty exists there. The notion of superior and inferior does not exist there. And even in this Leela, Śrīla Sanatana Goswami has referred to Śrīla Rupa Goswami as pranamya, as venerable. He offers his obeisances to Śrīla Rupa Goswami, stating it is only by his mercy that one may obtain the grace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu or Krishna. Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, the best of Rupanugas. The era following Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is that of Sri Rupa and Sri Sanatan. In that period, they are the gurus, and the disciples are Sri Jiva Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das, and others. Sri Raghunath Das Goswami is Rupanuga Vara, foremost of the followers of Sri Rupa Goswami. All of Srila Rupa Goswami's teachings condensed are embodied in Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. Wow, that's beautiful. All of Srila Rupa Goswami's teachings condensed are embodied in Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami explains the process of sadhana for many types of sadhaks. And from a tatastha and impartial perspective, he describes all of the rasas. But is Srila Rupa Goswami himself tatastha? Is he in all of the rasas? No. He has his own ras. Which is what? Manjari Bhav. What is Manjari Bhav? Ujjvala Nilamani describes the types of sakis. There's a saki, nitya saki, pran saki, priya saki, and paramaprishta saki. The general sakis are those who are more attracted to Krishna. They have affection for both Radha and Krishna, but somewhat more for Krishna, like Dhanishta. Some sakis have truly equal affection for both Radha and Krishna, although others, such as Lalita and Vishaka, the Priyanama or Preshya sakis, have affection for both. Even though they have affection for both, they have somewhat more affection for Radhikaji. The Prana sakis and Nitya sakis have more affection for Radhika than for Krishna. They are always her palya dasis, their maidservants, that she nourishes and maintains. Palya means nurtured, nurtured maidservant. Where do they live? Wherever Srimati Radhaji is. They are sad when she is sad. They are happy when she is happy. When Srimati Radhaji is in Viraha, they are sad, and when she meets with Krishna, they are happy. They are constantly occupied at her feet, following her orders, rendering her many types of services. Most of the Vaishnavas in our Gaudiya Sampradaya are serving in this mood, and this is what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give. What did he come to give? Swabhakti Shriyam, the beauty of her bhakti. That's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila 1.4. What is that like? Anarpita Charim Chirat, that which had not been offered since time immemorial. Samarpayitum means to thoroughly give. Give what? Now this has to be said all together. You cannot separate it in the middle, or else it will confuse the meaning. Unata Ujjvala Rasam Swabhakti Shriyam, that exalted, brilliant ras, or bhakti ras, that is Swayam, her own mood. Whose own? Srimati Radhika's. The bhakti she has for Krishna as a paramour is Unata Ujjvala Ras. And the beauty of her bhakti is what Sriman Mahaprabhu came to give. Just as lotus flowers or mango blossoms have buds or manjaris, which constitutes the very beauty of the flower, so the beauty of Srimati Radhaji's love is the manjaris. Radhaji's roop, her form, is so very beautiful. But who is the personified manjari of that roop? Rupa Manjari. If a lotus flower moves, its blossoms are tossed to and fro even more forcefully than the flower itself. They, the manjaris, experience even more bliss. This is manjari bhav. Those sakis seeking to serve experience several times more joy than what Sri Radhaji derives from meeting with Krishna. This happens by means of udipan, wherein whatever feelings Radhaji and her sakis are experiencing are conducted into them, the manjaris, in even greater intensity and in their fullest form. This is called manjari bhav. This is Swabhakti Shriyam, the beauty of her own personal devotion. Swa means Radhikaji, so this Swabhakti refers to her Mahabhav, her prem. That is something no one can access. But they can achieve something of its shobha, its splendor, and that is Shriyam. The personified manjari of Radhaji's roop, her beautiful form, is Rupa Manjari. The personified manjari of Radhaji's bhavs, her moods of love for Krishna, is Bhava Manjari. The personified manjari of Radha's vilas, her amorous pastimes with Krishna, is Vilas Manjari. That's Śrīla Jiva Gosvāmī. The personified manjari of Radhaji's rag, her ardent attachments to Krishna, is Raga Manjari. This is what Sriman Mahaprabhu came to give. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami adopted Srila Rupa Goswami's own personal moods. Though Srila Rupa Goswami wrote Ujjvala Nilamani, he also wrote Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, which outlines Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, Madhuras, and the countless moods stemming from them. We have to consider what his mood was. In Vilap Kusmanjali 6, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami offered his obeisances to Srila Sanatana Goswami in an external manner. Vairagya Yug Bhakti Rasam Prayatner Apayayam Mam Anabhipsumandham Kripam Vudirya Paradukka Dukhi Sanatanastam Prabhumashrayami. This is an offering of obeisances befitting one's guru, especially one's Diksha Guru. He said, Srila Sanatana Goswami is an ocean of causeless mercy. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is saying, I did not want bhakti and I was totally blind. In regard to Tattva Gyan, I was blind. Such was I, not wanting what he gave and totally blind. Yet he caught a tight hold of me and poured that prem into my mouth. I take shelter of Srila Sanatana Goswami, who is an ocean of mercy. I bow down to him. Who is an ocean of mercy? Sangsara Dava Nalalira Loka Tranaya Karunya Ghana Ghanatvam. To deliver the living beings scorched by the blazing forest fire of material existence, Sri Gurudev, who is an ocean of auspicious qualities, manifests like a condensed cloud of mercy. It's the first verse of Guru Vastakam. This condensation of compassion is Srila Sanatana Goswami. But this is an external offering of reverence. In Varanasi, Sriman Mahaprabhu had given Srila Sanatana Goswami instructions on Vaidhi Bhakti. So Srila Raghunath Das Goswami paid his respects in that mood. But how does he pay pranam to his Shiksha Guru? He does not mention who of Srila Rupa Goswami and Srila Sanatana Goswami he sees as Shiksha Guru and who he sees as Diksha Guru. But he says, Tam Rupa Manjari Sakhi Pratita Puresmin Pungsa Parasya Padanam Nahi Pashyasiti Bimbadare Kshatamana Bhartrikaya Yate Vyadhai Kimutachchuka Pungavena. That's the first verse of Vilap Kusmanjali. If two people are equals, the formality of obeisances, namaskar, does not work. When they meet, they laugh and joke and tease each other like bosom friends. As soon as they see each other, their hearts fill with joy. There's no cordiality on top of that. No need for polite formality. Namaskar, Mahoday. Namaskar. Greetings to you, great sir, greetings. No, there is no need to say anything like that. The two meet, smile, and that's it. Pranam done. And where there is no bhav, no smile will come. And so this namaskar Mahoday is needed. Here, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami has paid pranam to Srila Rupa Goswami in a way that directly seeks the bliss within Srila Rupa Goswami's heart. He is smiling. In his perfected form as a Rati Manjari, he saw Rupa Manjari and said something to tease her. He said, Rupa Manjari, what have you been doing? Everyone praises you so much in this town of Raj, saying that you are very chaste. There's no lady so chaste as you in all of Raj. Hasn't your husband gone somewhere to purchase cows? It has been 3 or 4 days, and I know he has not returned. And I know you do not even look at the face of any man but your husband. Your glance does not wander anywhere. But what is this? What am I seeing? Am I seeing something wrong? Am I seeing wrong? Oh, your lips are very red. How red? Like bimba fruits. They are very tender, thin and subtle, and they are juicy. So what am I looking at? It is as if a parrot came and perched on you, thinking your lips were bimba fruits, and bit them. But where is your husband? Then how did this happen? Saying this, she started laughing and smiled at Rupa Manjari. And just like that, this became the father, the crest jewel of all pranams. Hearing her words, Rupa Manjari smiled also. Something like this happens in this world when two friends meet, this teasing and playful dialogue. Where there is gurutva, the gravity in paying, where is the gurutva, the gravity in paying pranam to one's guru like this? But really, for one who is qualified, this is true gurutva. Even among prayers in the category of Raganuga Bhakti, this pranam is distinctly that of a Rupanuga. This is Rupanugatva, being a follower of Srila Rupa Goswami. Especially regarding those following the line of Sriman Mahaprabhu's conceptions. All or many or most of them will inevitably become Raganuga, but it is very difficult to become a Rupanuga. Rupanuga is not so easy. Only if one follows closely in the guidance of certain concepts particular to Srila Rupa Goswami, ones that come from his own personality in nature, can one become a Rupanuga. Therefore, even among Gaudiya Vaishnavas, it is extremely difficult to become a Rupanuga. Very difficult. Our Gaudiya Vaishnavas, and especially those under the guidance of our Srila Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur, however, they are worshipping in this mood. If a guru has this kind of relationship in the spiritual realm and is giving it in this world, then he is the greatest, most substantial guru. Those who realize this will feel such gratitude. They will feel they cannot repay such a debt, not in a whole lifetime, and not in millions and millions of lifetimes, not even when they have attained Shri Radha and Krishna and Goloka Vrindavan. No, this debt can never be repaid. If the disciple does not understand that he is indebted to his guru, then is he a disciple? Okay, we're now at the end. When he has not understood what his guru is, when he has not understood what his guru is giving and why he is indebted, if he does not know what Paramartha, the supreme spiritual wealth, really is, and most disciples these days do not, then why would he feel indebted? People may feel indebted if you give them 100 rupees, or if you give them something decorative, an ornament or something. But for that, they will feel indebted. But they do not feel indebted for the Paramartha, the supreme wealth that they have been given. This means they have not understood what Paramartha is. Especially when it comes to all these topics, what will they understand? They cannot understand. But slowly, 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 when they progress, they will be able to understand what this Paramartha is, what it means to be Rupanuga, and just how indebted they are. They will not understand so easily in the beginning. How will we understand now that we are indebted to Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī? Only if we enter into this subject somewhat. Otherwise, not. From what I can understand on the topic of Guru Seva, one who rouses even the slightest bit of greed within us to become a particle of Rupa Manjari's foot dust is a real Guru, a truly Paramarthika Guru. And those who cannot convey such moods do not have any place in Gaudiya Vaishnavism in line of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. To those who can, we are forever indebted. Srila Bhaktivedānta Thakur has also described these teachings in his Siddhi Lalasa songs. When we read these properly, we can enter into them, their profound meanings. Then we will understand. When we read these properly, when we enter into them, their profound meanings, then we will understand. Jai Śrīla Gurudeva ki Jai, Jai Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī Pada ki Jai, Śrīla Raghunath Das Gosvāmī ki Jai, Śrī Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai, Shnitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Gaur. All right, so that is our reading for today. That was a very long article, my God. Probably one of the longest articles we've ever read. And but very unique. Also, I've never heard my Gurudev speak any of that katha before. It's all completely new. So that was, yeah, very special. And now our Bhavatarani Mataji and Dhri Hari Prabhu, they are going to make their offering in the form of a beautiful song that they wrote in glorification of Śrīla Gurudev. So yeah. Are you both there? Yes. Okay, great. I'm gonna pin you and okay.
Haribol, can you hear us now?
Yes, loud and clear.
Oh, it's really low.
It's very low. Let me see. Okay, now can you hear us?
Yes, perfect.
But
What about the mic?
you have to plug the mic in.
I mean, it sounds good right now, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
See.
so here we go.
I don't know if we want to plug it in. You said it sounds okay without plugging it in. Where's my pick?
Sorry.
No problem. And maybe also sometime, like not during a class time, we can play around and we can test it out also. But right now it sounds perfect. So.
When the voice and the guitar like that, you can.
I lost
it
between the room and here. Just a minute.
Okay. Gurudev actually came to and stayed with us in Kalapanan and Seaview States in Hawaii and Big Island. And it was his appearance day. And there was, for some reason, there was just few of us. It was Rajanath Prabhu, Vrinda Devi, Madhav Mahārāja, Gurudev, and of course Bhavatrini and I. And Bhavatrini wrote, he said, oh, tomorrow's going to be his appearance day. And so Bhavatrini wrote a poem and offered this poem. Yes.
For me, another.
So I was explaining.
Yeah, go ahead.
And so we give it first to Madhav Mahārāja. You know, they didn't know each other that well, and besides, you know, it was anything. They said, well, we'd like to read it first and see what. And they approved of it. They liked it, and then presented Gurudev, and then Gurudev really liked it.
No, I mean, I presented it to him.
Yeah, you presented it to him.
Yeah.
Okay. So I gave you the first part of the story, and Bhadrini should tell you the rest.
Well, later on, I added a melody to it, and it was Purushottam, and we were all in Jagannath Puri, and he was saying it, staying at what's his name?
Singaniya's house.
Shinganiya's house.
Okay,
And he
yes.
got back from his morning walk, and I played the song for him. And then he went to lay down, and we were all going in one by one. People were going in and seeing him for a minute, and he was lying down. He looked very tired. And actually, your cousin Manjari went in first, and I actually witnessed him telling her to hide her beauty and to never get married. And then when I came into his vision, and he sat up, he jumped up and he said, "Oh, tonight I want you to sing the song, Guru in the Sky with Blue Eyes." So
Okay, wonderful.
The program that he did.
Beautiful. Seems like the same thing happened. You turned on the noise suppression thing, right? Like you did that.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, sure.
But we didn't sign in to come to your class. We just went to your
But
link.
on the phone, because when you were playing just now, I couldn't really hear the guitar very well.
We'll try.
But you did the noise suppression thing. You go on Zoom, you go to the bottom right corner, you click on more. You did that already, yeah?
I clicked on original audio.
Okay. Okay.
Let's try.
Okay, maybe.
You couldn't hear the guitar. Try plugging in the mic.
Okay, we'll try it. Mic.
Sorry.
I had Manjari's here right now. And she said, "Oh my goodness, what a sweet memory. Thank you, dear Bhavatarani."
I missed that part.
Oh yeah. Where he told Manjari not to get married and to hide her beauty.
And Manjari's here. She heard that. So she's thanking you for reminding her of that sweet memory.
Okay, hope
he's
technically we're terrible. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Can't hear us. He can't hear.
Yeah.
Turned on. Okay.
What about the mic? Can you hear us on the mic like this? I'm doing something.
Okay, well.
Yeah, not really. No. It's like very faint.
Okay.
We'll go like this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's try that.
Maybe you won't be able to hear the guitar, sorry.
Okay, that's fine.
I did try to
Yeah, do that setting. Okay.
Oh, Guru day, with eyes so blue, when I see the sky, I think of you with love and affection. So, Guru Varga in the preaching room, before you came, I'd lost the grip of Gauranga's messaging, gun to slip more deeply into highest grip. We're getting the message of love of God. Lotus feet of our Prabhupada. Oh, the day with our soul, when I see the sky, I think of you with love and affection for all so true. Guru-dāsa and the preaching mood. Now with hope, fill our hearts, unlocking secrets. A brand new start from highest message. The sweetest love is to try to taste Manjari Bar. Oh, Guru, with eyes so blue and I see the sky, I think of you.
Oops, he accidentally ended it. Um, yeah. Anyhow, I need to show them. I mean, I just sent a video and everything how to do. Okay, there he's back. And you can unmute yourself. You're muted right now. You can unmute yourself.
Somebody called and it's interrupted.
Oh, okay.
We'll go back to the chorus and can you hear the words?
Yeah, it's a little bit faint. It's a little bit, but it's yeah.
No, very little.
Yeah, very little.
I don't understand. Before when we did with the mic,
But that was with a laptop. I don't know.
It is better to do it with a laptop, actually.
Yeah, but we don't have one here.
Oh, you don't have one.
That doesn't work. It wasn't working.
Let's try one more time. I'll plug in the mic right now. Can
Another
you
thing
tell me
is
if you hear us? Okay.
you can play the guitar and I'll hold the phone and just sing. Where does the
Okay.
mic pick up? Right here? Where does the mic pick up?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll just go to the chorus and then go back to the second verse.
You sing it.
I'll
and I'll
sing.
play the guitar.
Yeah, you play the guitar and I'll sing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think that's good. That's good. You sing closer to
Okay.
me.
Where's the mic?
It's there. I will pick up by looking at you. Right
Oh,
now.
by
You sing
looking at
to
me.
the
Okay.
audience.
Okay. Okay. We'll just start over. It's a short song. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Not really. Oh, oh, Guru Day, with eyes so blue when I see the sky, I think of you with love and affection for a heart so true to our Guru Varga and the preaching mood. Before you came, I'd lost the grip of Gauranga's message. I'd begun to slip more deeply into my grip, forgetting the message of love of God and the lotus feet of our Prabhupada. Oh, Guru Day, with eyes so blue when I see the sky, I think of you with love and affection for a heart so true to our Guru Varga and the preaching mood. Now with hope you fill our hearts, unlocking secrets, a brand new start, the highest message, the sweetest love is to try to taste Manjari Bhav. Oh, Guru Day, with eyes so blue when I see the sky, I think of you with love and affection for a heart so true to the Guru Varga and the preaching mood. So thank you for saving this humble life and freeing me from confusion, strife. Oh, let me serve you more each day at your lotus feet. I pray to stay. Oh, Guru Day, with eyes so blue when I see the sky, I think of you with love and affection for a heart so true to our Guru Varga and the preaching mood. Guru Day, Guru Day, Guru Day, Day, Guru Day, Guru Day. Guru Day. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, day with eyes so blue, when I see the sky, I think of you with love and affection for a heart so true to our Guru Varga and the preaching mood. Oh, Guru Day. Oh, Guru Day. Oh, Day. No, I don't think so. Were you able
Jai
to-
ho! That was so beautiful. Thank you so much. Wow, that was amazing. And Manjari says that she remembers when you sang that for Guru, like she remembers that time when you sang that for Gurudev also. She says
Right.
actually that memory she never told anybody about that, but she's happy that you did. But she usually keeps
Oh.
that very private. But she's
That's very
happy that you
interesting.
did. But yeah, that's so beautiful. So
He
beautiful.
didn't tell her not to tell anyone.
That's okay.
So-
No. She said it's totally fine. She said no worries.
Okay.
But yeah, that's such a beautiful kirtan. It'd be nice if you recorded that like nicely, like with maybe like made a video of it sometime. That would be really nice
Yeah.
also.
Oh
And
yes,
make
yeah.
it hear it nice.
Maybe one time we'll do something and you can help us, maybe in
Yes.
editing, because you
Yes.
put out some really great stuff. So
Yes.
yeah, we'll nowadays with so much technology available, we can record in different places and
Yes,
you know,
definitely. For sure.
take background noise altogether, etc. So
Yeah.
the Beatles, they came out with a new song, the last song of the Beatles, you know, and John Lennon's voice with the new technology, AI, they were able to take the piano off, which was clouding the voice. And
Oh,
now
wow.
they have his voice. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, we'd
Cool.
love to do that.
Mhm.
And now that we're in Honolulu for some time, although I don't know how I will react to treatment and all that stuff. But this is a good place that we can do at least the basics of the recording, a good
Mhm.
one.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Vidyalala Sadidi says also, wow, it is such a beautiful song. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. It was so sweet. Gurudev was looking really exhausted, and for some reason he was letting us all stream in and talk to him one at a time. And he looked like he was like on his last leg or something. And then when he saw me, he jumped up and he sat up and he pointed to the sky. He said, "Tonight I want you to sing Guru in the Sky with Blue Eyes."
Nice. Very nice. Very
So-
wonderful.
That's a great memory for me.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. Really grateful.
I'd never heard what you were reading today.
I know, me either. I've never heard Gurudev tell that katha ever before. That was like, I've never heard it anywhere.
But-
I don't,
But
it's like very unique.
It takes
Yeah.
everything he's always saying and brings it all together and makes it memorable, something I can start remembering maybe.
Yes. No, it's a very, 3 classes that Gurudev gave. It was in 1991. I think it was May 7th, 8th, and 9th. Yeah. In Keshaji Gorima. Yeah.
Wow.
Shivas translated it. Yeah.
Mm.
And
Thank
Sudevi
you.
Didi also says, very beautiful song, Mataji.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
People are
you.
very happy.
Sorry we couldn't do it with the guitars and the two voices, and we just,
It will happen eventually.
yeah, we're not very
Could
technologically
you hear the
yet.
other voice, or
Could you
just
hear the
hers?
guitar or his voice?
Mostly just Bhavatarani Mataji's voice, and I could little bit hear. You can listen on YouTube. You can see for yourself how it is.
Yeah.
And I could hear the guitar a bit, but it was a bit faint.
Maybe we'll have to break down and get a laptop.
Yeah.
Mine
Hopefully it'll
broke.
work.
All right, so that is I think that's getting close to 9 o'clock. That
Thank
will
goodness.
conclude our 9 o'clock in the morning here. And so that I think that will conclude our program for today, that beautiful kirtan. And yeah, let's see. I'll just do Jaidvani and then we can continue on.
Yeah, too bad. I mean, I feel yesterday, the program was here yesterday, and I couldn't go because not feeling well.
Oh, okay.
But so today I thought I can say something. But with this song, actually, if I serve the Vaishnavas who serve the Vaishnavas, that's my satisfaction.
Well, actually, maybe you can have a chance to say something tomorrow, because right now, like, it's already been so long, and so like I think
Yeah.
people's attention spans, my attention span also, like everybody's attention spans, like it doesn't last forever. And
What
so
can
if you speak tomorrow, then everybody will give a lot more attention, you know, like so I
There's
think
not much,
tomorrow would be better.
I'm in
Yeah.
the significant servant of the servant of the servant. And
So tomorrow
guys,
you can give your glorification to Gurudev though. And
Yeah.
hope,
it's just that I feel that I have to say something.
100%.
So
No,
tomorrow,
definitely.
So tomorrow will be good.
we'll let him go. It's been
Okay,
a long
sorry,
time,
sorry.
long class.
No, and also I think I think people will be able to give more focus also, because you know what I mean, because it's already been so long, and so then people will be able to hear you better even tomorrow.
Yeah, I read a study once that said after 20 minutes, people stop paying attention.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Dandavat pranams.
Haribol.
Hari. Jai Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandhar Vikagiri Dhari Shishi Radha Vinod Vihari Ju ki jai. Shri Govinda Gopinath Maran Mohan Ju ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashata Rashata Shishmar Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja Śrīla Guru-dāsa ki jai. Tadiya Shubha Tirubhav Titi ki jai. Nitya Lila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashata Rashata Shishmar Bhaktivedānta Vāman Gosvāmī Mahārāja ki jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Tadiya Shubha Avirbhav Titi Vyas Puja Mahotsav ki jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashata Rashata Shishmar Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Swami Mahārāja Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashata Rashata Shishmar Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nityalila Pravishtam Vishnupad Ashata Rashata Shishmar Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Nityalila Pravishta Maha Bhagavat Śrīla Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Nityalila Pravishta Śrīla Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur ki jai. Nityalila Pravishta Vaishnav Sarvabhauma Śrīla Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj ki jai. Shri Rupa Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai. Shri Rupa Sanatan Bhatt Raghunath. Shri Jiva Gopal Bhattadasa Raghunath Sharda Goswami Prabhu ki jai. Shri Sarup Damodar Rai Ramanandari Shri Gaur Parshad Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Thakur ki jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जाय. श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौरमंडल व्रजमंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जाय. सर्व अभिष्ट प्रदात गिरिराज महाराज की जाय. श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जाय. श्री यमुना देवी गंग देवी की जाय. श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जाय. श्री भक्ति देवी की जाय. श्री पूर्णमासी योग माया की जाय. श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जाय. श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जाय. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जाय. समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जाय. श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. वृंदाय तुलसी देवाय प्रियाय केशवश्च कृष्ण भक्ति पद देवी सत्यवताय नमः. पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Dandavat pranams, everybody. Hare Krishna, Shubhananda Prabhu. And on YouTube and Facebook, Raseshwari Mataji, Mahi Bharat Prabhu, Vankshiwala Prabhu, Surevi Didi, Prajumna Prabhu, Mantarmurti Mataji, Ganga Mataji, Vidyalala Didi, Manjari Didi, and everybody else. Dandavat Pranams. Hare Krishna. See you all tomorrow. I guess we'll do, today I was planning to do the glorifications, but then because there wasn't anybody here in the beginning, I decided to read this very long, beautiful article from Gurudev. So I guess we'll do glorifications tomorrow. So see you all for that. And thank you so much for joining, even though this went over half an hour over our normal reading time, but thank you for staying till the end. Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranams.